this is your host Khushi. This video is by Pixie and Pexels, and today I am here to clear all of your doubts about the following: compilers, solo books, co-authors, authors, free anthologies, and paid anthologies. So, without any further ado, let's get started. By the end of this video, you will have a clear insight on what are all of these topics, what is meant for you, should you participate in a free anthology, a paid one, or should you directly go for your solo book. And after today, you would have no doubts. If you would need, I'll also make individual videos with in-depth details about all of them. So for that, you can always drop down a text in the comment section below. And please like, save, share, subscribe. What is a compilation? So you can call it a compilation, anthology, whatever suits you. And I'm pretty sure you must have heard these terms somewhere or the other. So starting off with, what is an anthology? Now, an anthology is a collection of write-ups by writers all over the globe who contribute together on a specific topic, and then that topic is published in form of a book. And in that particular book, there are contents of everybody out there. So all the people who submit their work are known as co-authors. So you can also call it as collaborative authors. So all of them together collaborate on the same, and then they publish the book. Now, there's a term as compiler. I think you must have heard it. So now, who is a compiler and what is the job of a compiler? Now, for this entire process to happen, for people to participate, for continuing on with the process, for selecting the theme, genre, title of the book, and for collecting co-authors, there is a person who is responsible. That person, my friends, is known as a compiler. So the task of the compiler is to select all the work, is to find co-authors, ask them to collect their work, and also help them if they have any doubts. Because if you are a first timer and you have no idea what's going on, you need somebody to help you out. You need somebody to tell you, here is the form, here is how you have to fill it, and here's how the process goes. So the theme, title, genre, and the title, they're all decided by the compiler, and it is the responsibility of the compiler to collect the works of authors and compile them in form of a rough manuscript and provide it to the publication. Now, apart from that, your compiler will also help you with payment methods if you are in a paid anthology, or otherwise will also help you with your certificates and all the other procedures that are included in your package. Now, moving on further, before I tell you about these things which are free and paid anthologies, I just take a moment to tell you about the difference between a compiler and a co-author. Though I have made it clear, but I'll still mention it once again. So as in, if anyone has any confusion, you can clear that up. Now, compiler is the person who makes sure everyone is submitting their content. So here in the way there's an author to a book, there are compilers to an anthology, or you can call it a compilation. Now, these compilers make sure that everyone submits their work. It's the responsibility of the compiler to share their anthology with people and get participants and get people to contribute, like tell people about the same. So that is the work of the compiler. The work of a co-author is to submit their work and fulfill all the requirements that are laid out by the compiler. As in, if there is an anthology based on the theme magic, you have to make sure that you are submitting relevant to the topic if you are a co-author. So now I'm going to tell you what you should be like. Should you go for becoming a co-author or should you go for becoming a compiler? So let's get to it. If you are somebody who is hearing this term for the very first time, you're like a complete beginner and you have no idea. So become a co-author. Okay. Don't just rush. Don't rush to become a compiler, because I know compilers have, their name on the front page of the book, but being a co-author, you'll also have your, contribution inside the book. So there's no need to hurry. There's no rush, because being a co-author, you understand how the flow works. Like here, I'm telling you an overview, right? I am not here working on the entire process with you, but once you participate, you will get to know, oh, that's how a compiler works. Oh, that's how the process goes. You look at them and you learn, like, you get to know more stuff. So it's always best to start from the first step and, not just like directly jump to second or third step. So go with the flow, start with participating in an anthology. And when you have participated in like 2 to 3 books, you get the hang of it. And then you can like approach the publication to help you out and assist you with stuff. And once they do that, it becomes really, really easy for you to start on, because now you know the basics, you have assistance, and you can really get started. So this is a question that I think I hear a lot. Like, should we go for free anthologies or paid ones? So now I will also tell you the difference. Free anthologies are those anthologies in which if you are submitting your work, you can do that. You do not have to pay any amount of like, any particular fee for the same, if I may say. But if you're participating in a paid anthology, you have to pay for the same. Okay. Now, this is for both co-authors and compilers. If you're a compiler, I'll tell you which one you should go for compiling. And if you're a co-author, I'll tell you which one you should participate in. If you are participating for the very first time, like, this is your beginning, and right now being a student, you cannot afford, like, I'm assuming if you're a student or if you're anybody who cannot like, just directly invest into something they're not much aware about, go with free anthologies. Either you're a compiler or you're a co-author. Now, one thing for compilers do not have to pay for paid anthologies. Compilers are the one who get paid in paid anthologies. I'll get to that a little later in the same section, but right now, I'm talking for co-authors. So if it's your first time, you're not aware if you should spend or not, go for a free anthology. Check out your experience. Like, you'll get to know about it. And then, then think that now are you like ready to invest in the same or not? Now, what happens is you can go in free anthologies, there's no problem at all. But when you go for a paid anthology, there are a lot of, I can say, plus points. First of all, of course, the general perks. Like if you're getting, I don't know, 2 or 3 perks in a free anthology, you'll get like, say 5 to 6 in a paid one, or even more, like depending on the price range. And they're not really that expensive. Like they start from rupees 60 and go up to like 700, 800, or the maximum you can afford. So I do not think that they're like really expensive, but of course it depends on you. Whichever one is suitable for you, go for it. But when you go for a paid anthology, now this is just a general concept in my mind, I have no idea if you'll agree to it, but when you're going for a free anthology, there are like hundreds of other people just like you who are participating in it. If the limit is like 30 or 40 people, then too, like, there are a lot of people. Now, these people who have participated in one free anthology, they must have participated in, a lot more free anthologies. That's obvious. But when you're going to a paid anthology, even though those people have participated in other free and paid anthologies, but there would be a deeper connection, because those people, like, they have invested in that particular book, so they have kind of, different attachment to it, and they will like prefer buying it, or either it's included in their package if it is, so they'll get that book, and if they get that book, they're gonna read it. From my personal experience in the sales department, I've seen that, paid anthologies like get you know more buys than free ones. And I know even if you have participated in a free one, you might buy it, but not everybody does. But if it is a free anthology, there are chances that more people will buy it. And I know you are not getting a monetary benefit, but your content is being read by more people. You are getting a wider audience, right? So it's much, much more beneficial for you. And at times there are rewards like medals, certificates. So, who doesn't need that? And then there are also podcast interviews, video interviews for the like best people. So who doesn't need that? It's a great thing. So I would like definitely recommend you to go for it. But again, it depends on your budget and depends on what you can or cannot afford. Now, moving on to compilers, like being a compiler, should you focus much on these anthologies, like these paid anthologies? Should you compile them, or should you compile free anthologies? I would say, as per my experience, you should start, if you are a beginner, you should start with compiling a free anthology. Because when you compile a free anthology, you get more audience. Like, you're connected to more authors, you're connected to more people. And then when you think like now you have people, then you can move on to a paid anthology, because now you have people you can ask for, contribution from. And not just that, I mean, of course, when you'll like compile one free antho, you will get connected with people, and you might find, someone who's willing to contribute, or who's also willing to co-compile with you to help you out in your paid anthology. And even if they're not, no issues, you can always go on Instagram and look up for amazing talented writers. That is all on you. But yes, if you are a complete beginner and you have no idea, don't just jump into paid compilations. First go for a free one, and then move on to solo books. So the last topic of today: should you go for solo books? Like, when is the right time to publish your solo book? Now, if you're thinking to publish your solo book, amazing, go for it. Because if you feel like doing it, there's no stopping. But yes, if you want to be prepared, if you want to be sure about it, start with participating in free anthologies, paid anthologies, like participating. You don't necessarily have to compile, but like participate more. Because, and in your bio, always enter your mail ID or your Instagram handle so that people can connect with you. You have to build your audience. Okay. Publication can help you get your book out there, but they cannot just, magically make it a bestseller. Like, I know there are a lot of people who say that, come work with us, we'll make your book a bestseller, but that's not true. Because a publication, we can share a book in the market, we can share it to a million people, but why would they buy it? We publish hundreds of books. So why is it that, people will buy your book? Of course, from our side, we'll tell everything about that book, like every good thing, why people should buy that book. But more than us, more than our audience, it's your audience who's going to buy it, because, you know, it's your book. So for that, to make a bigger fan base, to get connected with more people, participate in anthologies, participate in writing community, like, writing contests. We also have a writing community. Let us know if you'd like to join. You can just, drop down in the comment section, and I will update the link over there. So yes, that is the thing. Then, like, yeah, keep connecting with more people. And if you have a plan to start working on your solo book, but you are not having the right, like, not getting the right direction, you can always reach out to us. We have, author program wherein we help authors become, published and also help them throughout their journey. So it is sort of a mentorship program named as Authors Arena. So entries are open. You can always book in your slot. We will be there to help you throughout your journey. And yes, you can always reach out to us via email, via WhatsApp, or Instagram. I'll share all those details in the description. Now, so coming back to the topic, we were talking about publishing your and if a solo book is meant for you. So if you feel like you want to go for it, you can always reach out to us. We provide free consultation calls as well. So you can always book an appointment with us and we can talk it through, and then we can see that if you are like ready for it now, or do you need some more preparation, or, any other help. We have a variety of services and we can always help you out. Now, last but not the least, there were some more tiny bits of information that I wanted to share with you. First of all, if you haven't yet subscribed and liked, so please do that because we are like soon gonna bring a lot of videos for you guys on whatever topics you want. Like, of course, related to publishing, related to writing, related to similar things. We are always here for you. And moving ahead, we also had to share one tiny bit of information that we are soon planning to organize a mega event. So if you are a writer, musician, or anybody who has any sort of talent and you would like to participate, please let us know in the comment section below and we will give you the form details. And now again, moving ahead, I would like to say one last thing. Thank you so much for staying with us till the end. If you have any doubts, queries, or questions, you can always drop them down. And we will be very, very happy to assist. We will soon be bringing detailed videos on each of these topics so that you can have wider information on all of them. And if you wish to participate in free anthologies, paid anthologies, or even do your solo book, we are here for you. Just reach out to us, and all those contact options would be mentioned below. Have a nice day, and thank you so much for staying till the end. Bye bye.